One really common question that I get and that I have always gotten as a tutor is people always ask me, how do you study for math? Or how do you study for calculus? And it is kind of a tough topic to study for at times because it is so much different than studying for pretty much any other topic you learn in school. Well, I recently touched on strategies that I have used and had some success with studying for math throughout my time as a student in one of my recent weekly live streams. I'm doing a live stream every Monday night at 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern, and I wanted to show you a portion of one of those live streams that I went over recently because I think you'll find it really helpful. So let's just go ahead and jump on into the study tips and strategies that I think you'll find very helpful. So I'd say there's probably two main things that I used to use a lot when I was a student that were a huge help to me. So first of all, I think it's a big help to keep some sort of a formula sheet, a cheat sheet kind of thing. It doesn't necessarily have to be just formulas that you're going to memorize, but also put other stuff on there like for example, we just did this implicit differentiation problem here. Write out the kind of 4 or 5 main steps that you go through with implicit differentiation problems. Or other common types of problems like related rates problems. Those can pretty much be broken down into 4 easy steps, which I've made several videos about. I recommend going and checking those out. But my point is, if you can, write down all the relevant formulas, so you can just kind of go through your textbook chapters, in order that you went through them in class, and write down the important formulas that are going to come up or that that you've used a lot. And then also write down kind of almost like little cheat sheet steps for different types of problems too. So just kind of compile all this basically into one big sheet or formula sheet and keep that next to you as you study. If you do get to use something like that on a test, that's even better, because I know a lot of teachers or professors do allow you to do that. And that's even more helpful, obviously, but keeping that next to you as you study is going to be a huge help to you. If you are running out of time, need to go get something really quick because you got a test coming up tomorrow or something, I do have a Calculus 1 cheat sheet study guide. It is free. You can go grab it. There's a link down in the description down below. So just click down there real quick and go grab that and pull it up real quick, and or even print it out and add to it. I mean, you really want to kind of add the things that you need onto there, basically. The other thing that I think is, in terms of actual process for studying, the way that I went about it, and that was really helpful for me, once you have your cheat sheet and your formulas all next to you, you pretty much just need to practice by doing problems. So go through, textbook notes, whatever it is, and figure out examples, basically, of all different kinds of problems, which is going to be following a similar structure to the cheat sheet that you just wrote out. That'll kind of give you a hint of what topics you need to study, and then go find examples. Start with the easiest examples and kind of work your way to harder and harder examples. The only way you're really going to get this stuff down is by doing it over and over and over. And I know that can seem tedious and feel like it takes a long time, but really that kind of repetition of going through a variety of different problems and making sure that you're getting harder and harder problems as you go along is really the only way that you're going to be able to really gain a solid understanding to the point where you're going to do well on an exam or a test. So that's what I used to always do. That, worked really well for me, and I've seen it work really well for a lot of other students. So that's kind of what I'd recommend. Again, if I do also have a complete Calculus 1 package that has a lot of that kind of stuff in it too. So if you're kind of crunched for time, you can go grab that as well. There's a link to go grab that in the description too. So I do have some helpful resources for you guys if you need them. Just go click those links in the description and go grab yourself digital copies of those things. They're available right away. Don't need to wait for shipping or anything like that. Well, I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please be sure to hit that like button down below, subscribe to my channel as well, and hit that bell icon so you're notified when all my new videos come out and when I'm going live next Monday night. And if you want to keep rolling with some more calculus topics, go ahead and click on one of those videos over there. Hope you find them helpful too. Thanks, and see you next time.